Is it safe to say that I'm a huge Gears of War fan? I think so. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Zach, and I'm bringing you a new review today for Gears of War 4. As you can tell, I'm a huge Gears of War fan, and this is a game I've been very much anticipating. It's pretty much the only reason I have an Xbox One. So let's get into this. Now, for people who've never played a Gears of War, I'm not going to spoil anything. If you do want spoilers, let me know down in the comments. I'll maybe do one later on. But overall, Gears of War 4, how does it hold up to the other ones? Do you have to play the other ones to get into this? Personally, I will straight up say this. If you've never played a Gears of War game, you should go try them out. If you haven't, though, and you just want to get into this game, this is the straight up game that I think you can just join. Now, obviously, you won't have those awe-inspiring moments. You won't get some of the things going on. But overall, they do a good way of explaining, okay, this is who this was, this is who this was. They explain the story beat for beat. But overall, if you've played all the games, it really hits home with you, and it really gets you going. But with new characters and stuff, you kind of just, this will be the generation. If any new kid picks up this game, it'll be kind of their generation characters for how Marcus and Dom and Cole and Baird are kind of ours. JD, Kate, and Dez will be all the new ones. Now, how do these new characters work out for us older fans? Do we like them? Personally, I do. I think there could have been more story developed for each of the characters, especially Dez. Dez, they kind of just relied on his witty banter, kind of like Baird, and I didn't really get a sense of why I should really care for this guy. You hear some story beats, but they try to mix between Kate and him. They try to make them kind of the Dom of the story, and for me, it does work in some instances, but in some instances it doesn't, and it kind of just made me a little bit disappointed. Like, I kind of just wanted to watch the character and understand them, learn about more of them, instead of just hearing it through the gameplay. Maybe they could do a pretty cool side quest or add-on or some sort of stuff like that for me to really get into that story. And also, JD, how does he hold up to Marcus? I mean, it's very new of a game. We've played 3 games with Marcus Phoenix, so it's very hard for me to be like, oh, JD's better. No, but I will say I do enjoy JD. I think he has very witty banter, and that's the best thing. The dialogue in this game is superb. I think it's probably one of the best dialogues throughout all the Gears of War games, and the story-wise, it's very well done. I think overall 3 is still my favorite one, and 2 and 4 probably are the rivals for it. But I think 4, what it does a great job is the cutscenes. They place them so well, and they have more of them that add kind of that Last of Us feel, that you have these cutscenes, and it feels like you're playing a movie at the same time. It's very well done in that aspect. The new guns, the drop shot, the Enforcer, all those guns, fantastic. I really did enjoy them. The drop shot's pretty much the Digger, but honestly, I like this gun more because you can actually have more control over it. And then obviously the Enforcer is one of the new starter guns. It's kind of a little SMG. Very well done. I really like that. Now, the new enemies that people have probably looked up into, this, the DBs and whatnot, they're these robot Sential kind of guys that work for the COG. And at first, I really did enjoy them. I thought they were different for the gameplay. But as time went on, I stopped kind of enjoying them because they're in the game a little bit too long. I wanted to just get straight to the Swarm. And that was the thing that really bit me hard. And the Swarm, for me, I really did like it a lot. I thought they were different. They're different creatures. Now, overall, people might complain how they show up and what's their story. I did enjoy it. It's a little predictable. A lot of things in this story are a little predictable that you can kind of guess coming up. Or maybe that's just me. But I will say is that the ending of the story does leave off on a cliffhanger that some people will either really like or some people won't. But for me, I enjoyed the cliffhanger. It drove me in, and I was just like, I want more, I want more. And that cliffhanger really, wow, it ties up the story, and it makes you, and you leaves it open for a sequel, because we all know that they're gonna make another one. And the way it holds open, I was stunned and shocked by how, wow, just when you play it, you'll understand what I'm saying. Now, the online as well, how does that online hold up, Phil? Is it just like the other ones? Honestly, this is a very balanced game. It's just like just like 3, and it's not, the Nasher's not too overpowered. Now, if you do the active reloading, yes, it is very damn well, the Nasher is. But that's for every gun. You active reload these guns are great. Enforcer, the Lancer, and the Hammerburst are great against enemies now, especially the Enforcer. It's so fast at shooting that you can really down an enemy super fast. It's kind of one of those guns that if you're not good with the Lancer, not good with the Hammerburst, and maybe you're not good with the Nasher, it's kind of the sawed-off of this game. And I enjoyed that for new players. Now, I do use the Enforcer sometimes just to give it a shot, and I really do enjoy it. And like I said earlier, the drop shot is fantastic as well. You know, there's a bunch of different guns in this game that I do enjoy, and they bring new feel to the game. It's different gameplay, and that's what Gears is always good at, is bringing in these new games that make the game new feel good. The cover-based system is always great. The shooting feels great as well. The graphics are out of this world amazing. Best Gears of War graphics I've seen, and no, and they're the best, but it's nothing new that you're going to see. But I will say that it's so damn good looking, especially the cutscenes. If they use mocap, they did a great job with that mocap. The voice actors do a phenomenal job as well. Obviously, you have new characters, but you also have the characters from some of the old returnees people that I won't spoil who returns, but if you really think about it, everyone already knows Marcus is in the game, and he does a great job. And he's in the game more than I thought, and I really did enjoy that. It's very much The Force Awakens. They're passing the torch down to the younger audience, and I really did enjoy this. I enjoyed the audience, I enjoyed the game, and the online is fantastic and superb. And obviously Horde. This is the mode that a lot of people do enjoy. And 3, I honestly thought was perfect for Horde. Now they have changed it. It's not the money system. It's more through this fabricator where you have to get energy and build it up and make it stronger. But they pretty much, you still make the bases, but you can actually make it wherever the hell you want. If you want to place it dead in the middle of the center of the map, you can do that. But this time it's not. You actually get to take it wherever and you get to build places. At first I didn't really like that, but as the games keep going on, the waves keep going on, and as you play with actual friends, not people you just meet up with randomly, and you actually work this out, it feels 10 times better. You trust your teammates, and building the bases is actually pretty fun. You're like, okay, where should we put this? Where should we put this? And the teamwork aspect of Gears of War has always been my favorite part of this. That's why I'm a little disappointed that they didn't have Wingman in there yet, but I'm hoping, I'm praying that you guys add that in, because that's my favorite mode to play with friends. And obviously you have Guardian. Arms Race is a great new mode as well. It's kind of like Gun Game from Black Ops. And then you have Dodgeball, which is probably my new favorite mode overall, which is kind of like Execution, but when you kill someone on your team comes back to life. Just like Dodgeball, and it's very energetic, it's very fun. You could have one person alive, he kills one other person, runs off, that person comes back on your team, and just, it makes for a great kind of fun game. Now Gears of War 4, is it the best Gears of War? For me, no. In some aspects, yes. I think the online is the best online it has ever been. But the campaign-wise, it is not the best campaign. I still think 3 is the best, and then I think this probably rivals right under 3. Maybe mixes with 2. I'd have to play 2 over again. It's been a while. But overall, 4 does meet the aspects of what I wanted from Gears of War 4. I really did enjoy this game. It was probably one of the best Gears of War games, and it shocked me. I was very happy after Judgment Day. I just did not like Judgment really at all. I barely put any time in this, and Gears of War 4 has taken over my life overall. I'm very glad that the Coalition did such a great job in this game. Thank you guys for watching this. And if you guys are wondering about what am I going to give this? I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. For all the nitpicks and stuff I do have with it, with some pacing, the story, and some Easter eggs that I don't want to spoil. One of them did really irritate me, and the whole card system in the game is very disappointing to me on how to unlock characters, but I'm sure I'll get used to it, and I'll be fine with it later on. Those are my nitpicks. It's 9.5 out of 10, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys are playing Gears of War. If you guys aren't into it, try it out. This is something great. And if you guys aren't into it, then oh well. Check out my Mafia 3 review. That should be coming out very soon once I finally get into that game and beat it. Lots of games this year, lots of movies. I can't wait to talk about it all with you guys. As well, as always, have a great rest of your guys' day. And as always...